Alrighty, so we made it through Monday. Well, most of Monday. So Monday evening here, had a really good day today. Black topping, which is of course exciting as all get out. And with the new guys on the paver, that made for a little bit of fun and jocularity. Teasing abound. So tonight's shave, going to be trying the Strike Gold. This is the Rushmore flavor, and already lathered it up, of course. Got my trusty RazoRock 400, and this made a really nice glistening lather, nice and thick. Might actually need to add a little more water to it, I don't know. We'll see how it does. But the scent in the jar smelled very nice. There's the two others that I liked. I like the Teddy, and I also like the Nixon scent. So 3 out of 5 is not bad. We'll see what the performance is like. It's gotten positive reviews from other people. Now, out of the jar, I can say the scent kind of gets me thinking of like, well, you guys are all older, Bazooka bubblegum. Kind of like a little bit like that, kind of a sweet kind of smell. Not bad, but a little bit different than what I was smelling out of the tub, and when I scooped it into the little sample container and all. So tonight's razor du jour is my Ace, which is a local razor. See if I can get it to where you can see that. Charles R. Coates and Sons, Baltimore, Maryland. That was a barber supply company. I did a little research on them, not a whole lot. They were around mid-1800s to early 1900s from what I can tell. This one says made in Germany. I want to say it's pre-war, probably early 1900s, pre-World War II. Probably between 1 and 2, I'm thinking, I'm not sure. It's in pretty good shape. No, the scales aren't broken. That's just a little piece of tape. I remind myself if I've done 2 layers of tape with a razor. For whatever reason, when I honed this, I must have thought I needed to put 2 on there. I don't know why. Might not have been getting a good edge right away. Might have been getting a little chippy or something. I'm not sure. But I think I did this on the Gacumyo, so next time around I'll probably touch it up when it needs a touch up on the translucent Arkansas, or eventually when I get it. I've got a Zulu gray that's been on order since November. Just waiting for whenever I get the shipping instructions when they've sent it. Said they have it sent, so that's something I'm looking forward to. So. Typical extra hollow Solingen German blade, good steel, good grind. Not sure who made these, who they contracted with, but no jimping on the blade. The back of the spine's got a little rounding to it, and it's just squared off on the bottom. Nice, nice easy stropping razor though. Probably just a hair over 5/8. Just a super common plain Jane razor, plain Jane. Kind of them butterscotch scales, got a little bit of marbling to them, kind of. Nothing special about it other than, of course, it being a local razor, Baltimore. And the reason why I thought it would be maybe between World War I and World War II was all because of the name, because Ace, you know, Ace was a big deal, fighter aces. So, I'm not sure, so, but, I'm really liking the smell of the soap. Like I said, it's kind of sweeter. Got kind of a sweet kind of smell to it. I'd say medium strength. Yeah, but I'm thinking the soap probably does need a little more water. It doesn't, you probably haven't hydrated it enough. Let me try to add a little bit here. A little adjusting on the fly. So, hope you guys all days went well. Sounded like Nurse Dave's been, like probably a lot of people in his area of working all made hectic and messed up because of all the goings on. Yeah, that's a little better. A little more water is what it needed. Another tip that I think from reading one of the other forums and all, I guess it's not more than one person said it, when you're rinsing the soap off, if it's not rinsing off easy, then you probably don't have enough water. And also if you got a lot of it stuck. So it's washing off cleaner, and it's got a little more slickness to it. Let's see. I've got another, I guess, since I'm using this one, tomorrow's shave will I'll probably break out. I've got another Charles Coates one. It's called the Chesapeake. Another little plain Jane razor there. There was another company called J.J. Lang that has razors. I've seen some of them come up on the bay. And another, I don't know whether, I can't think J.J. Lang they had one called the Baltimore Rooter, which had a pig on it. But I haven't found one of them in decent enough shape that I was willing to go ahead and get it. But I keep a lookout for them and all. But not really looking to add any razors anyway, but that one would be something neat to have. Another Baltimore razor, but one with a image of a pig on the tang. And for those of you guys that have never been to Baltimore or been around this area, there's actually a part of the city that's called Pigtown, which back in the day was just big stockyards, not too far away from me, within walking distance really of the harbor. They had stockyards where livestock was brought in and kept in order to be loaded on the boats. And also, just imagine city type environment, stockyards off in the distance and a nice wind blowing and pigs perfuming the air. I do imagine that the women of Pigtown must have been a hardy sort, and the men as well. So, but this is another one of what I classify as like my workman razors, or probably sold for a couple of dollars new, and people either bought it for themselves or barbers might have come in and bought a half dozen of them to have. So, does the trick. Nice razor. No complaints. Yeah, this is a decent soap. On first use, I'm not going to say wow, but it's not bad. Have to give it a couple more goes. Get the water level right from the go, and keep at it. But I'm saving the scent that I like the most for last, which is the Teddy. That one has kind of a woody, smoky kind of scent to my nose anyway. So, we can run through these here. I still haven't gone through all the samples that Dave gave me and all, working through them and all, really, except for my comfort shaves when I used the Sella and the Tayback and all here back last week and all that stuff. I haven't even used any of the samples. I could probably, with all the samples I got from the sample pass around, now the Strike Gold and the ones that Dave sent me, I could spend the next couple months just shaving with nothing but samples. So, my cup runneth over. So I went to the grocery store again today, stocked up, spent like 180 bucks, which is a lot for me and the wife. But we should be good to go. We probably got about at least 2 weeks worth of provisions and won't need to go back out to the store right away. And I can just pop in like a Wawa or Royal Farm or something and grab like fresh milk and things like that, and I won't have to go near a grocery store. A little easier in and out, and a little less contact with the unwashed masses. So, wife's wanting me to be really cautious about catching anything, not necessarily because of me, but more because of her. Because She's on medicine because she's got RA. So she's on Humira, which is an immunosuppressant thing. And she has the other health things going on, plus the foot healing up. So it would definitely not be a good thing for her to get anything, whether it was the flu or anything else, or this new Wuhan thing. So and they oh no, and they made the call today. Restaurants shut down, bars, gyms. I picked up a long hair from somewhere that came from. So all the things are starting to be done, and a lot of it's common sense. One of the guys at work got extremely upset when he heard that the bars were closing down. So, and then a friend of his called and said that since he had heard the bars were going to be closed down, he had made a run to the liquor store, and there was already certain brands of beer that had been blown out. So, of course, Henry got very, very excited and very upset that he was going to be possibly without his #1 friend, barley and hops generated friend. And also this whole crisis just got really real for him. He wasn't worried about it up until then. So all y'all, you know, if you choose to do so, say a prayer for Henry to get through these hard times that we got coming up. And we will muddle through. Of course, I told him, I said, just get you a couple boxes of corn flakes, and put them in your toilet and let them ferment, and make you some jail juice, jail gin, and all that stuff, jailhouse brew. And he says he wasn't into liquor, he liked his beer. You can't make beer in a toilet. So, but there might be a way to make beer in a toilet. I guess not, I don't know. Probably doesn't have enough capacity. So, well, the old Ace took care of me. That's a decent soap. Well, like I said, the jury's going to still be out on that. One shave does not make a result unless you have one of them, just everything just falls into place miraculously. Not sure what soap would really go with that. I mean, aftershave go with that soap. Sweeter, but I'm not really worried about matching it up. I'm just going to go with a little bit of Aqua Velva I got left, but don't panic. I got another one waiting in the wings. I'm all about cheap aftershave. Right in my wheelhouse. So, and it's a little warm here, so the cooling effect nice, a little nice. So I'm getting a little bit more of the alcohol sting than I normally like. So I don't know whether I was just not paying attention with my with my pressure, the old Ace, or whether or not the soap. I don't know. We shall see. 20 minutes. Kind of rambled a little bit longer than I did yesterday. So I hope all is well with everybody. And Chris, I'll be awaiting your package. I've got that stunt shave to do with that double edge razor that he had and did a video of. And I'm waiting for the address because Don didn't want me to send him the straight gold soap. So now it's going to another guy. Oh God, I can't remember his name. Sorry about that, bub. But I did send him a little note to get his address. And as soon as I get that, I'll get them out to him so he can give them a try. So you guys have a good night, and I will see you on the funny pages.